Right now it's like 6:40, and my goal today was to do a video. The video was going to be about rock and roll, live a dream, super excited. My vegan challenge. I charge $100 a month for anybody who wants to become a vegan. And they get one meal a day, one green smoothie a day for 30 days except for Monday. That's about a $450 value, and I charge $100. $3.80 a day. I'm doing this now for at least 4, 5, 6 years. I don't know, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 people took it. This week, 4 people heard, or 4 people came to me, either they had cancer or their best friend had cancer. There's nothing I could do except tell them, take the challenge. Give me 1 month. 1 month of eating clean food to get the fogginess out of your brain, to become more dependent on your own healing ability and take the power away from whoever wants to take it. That's what I do. So I said to him, read China Study, okay? China Study is an excellent book. I don't know what page, but it talks about change your diet to a vegan diet, and for the most part, your symptoms of cancer should improve greatly. Somewhat like that. And then I'm thinking, those people have cancer. We had a lady who was supposed to go Monday or Tuesday for further test. And if you have cancer, what are your options? Okay, what are the options? I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. But this is my opinion. Keep in mind, if you look at me, I just took a break from washing dishes. This is what I do. I wash a lot of dishes. And what I also do, I actually cleaned up floor today too. Not bad. Anyway, take a look at this book here. It's called Cancer Answer. That's a really super excellent book. It talks about something called chemotherapy. Now, this is the medical field. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. But if you're diagnosed with breast cancer, they have 3 or 4 choices. Number 1, give you medication. And the medication of choice, I think, is something called tamoxifen. That was part of the Imperial Drug Company. That's one of their drugs that they use to treat breast cancer. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but Neil Bernard talks about it, page, I think it's Food for Life, page 165. Tamoxifen heals breast cancer but causes ovarian cancer. He says something like that, I think. Don't quote me. Next, this you can quote because I'm going to read directly. Cancer answer is called mustard gas, which is found in all chemotherapy. Where it says mustard gas is also used medicinally to treat cancer, but it could causes cancer are the bronchi and industry workers exposed to it, and causes cancer to the lungs, larynx, trachea, and bronchi in cancer patients treated with it. That's their choice. Which means if you got cancer, what are the science options? As a dishwasher, with no medical degree, never went to college for medication. Well, this is what I know, in my experience, based on working with a lot of people with healing conditions. What I recommend, if you can see it very clearly, bananas. This is my science. with no medical degree. Let me talk why bananas. Why bananas? And I just happen to have a book right in front of me. It's called Nutrition Athletic Performance, and it talks about bananas. It says bananas and energy. Now, I eat 10, 15 bananas a day. It's not such that bananas give you energy. There's no energy on digestion, which means I'm getting nutrient-rich food, calorie-rich food with no energy on digestion. I'm looking at the time. 25 minutes and 31. Okay, let's take a look at this. What does this say? Nutrition Athletic Performance. It says, can you see it? Bananas and cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. That's what they say. Bananas. So you have a choice. A really clear choice. But what do you do? Who do you believe? I say believe no one. I'm saying bananas, fruit, is a key factor. God's body, God's garden, God's body, God's law. And I guess I wrote a lot of books. This is, it's now on Etsy, and actually now an ebook. I got 3 books now. I'll send a picture of it. And on Etsy. I take my studies from something called natural hygiene. Natural hygiene basically says it's not cancer. When you have a lump in the breast or a mass in the prostate area, kidneys or brain, it's not really cancer. It's called induration. I don't know whether it's making any sense or not, but this is based on natural hygiene called induration, which means the body takes excess waste that the body can no longer process because it doesn't know what to do with it, and generally meat products, and encapsulate it to your benefit. Which means you have 75 trillion cells, each has 24,000 life forms, 380 trillion viruses, 60 billion bacteria. You never ever make a mistake. And everything you do for your highest good. So you're putting food into your system. Example is meat products, dead cows, dead pigs, dead chickens, dead turkey, dead seafood. It's way overloaded. The body has to get rid of it. And if it cannot get rid of it, it has to isolate it. It's not a science. I'm not a scientist. It's just my opinion, based on my studies. I'm a dishwasher who believes in bananas, who believes in fruit, which means, in my opinion, to treat any encapsulation or induration is to focus more on fruit. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I don't know whether it doesn't. That's the way it is. But, which means I offer anybody in Montgomery County 1 month to hang out with me, and I'll feed them. Every single day I feed them except for Monday. A $450 value for $100. I put my money where my mouth is. I said we have at least 2,000 to 3,000 people have taken it in this area. Not easy, but you really got to believe in your healing mechanism. And that's the information that I share. I write books, articles, and I'm not a scientist. I can't over-repeat that. I'm just a dishwasher. And it has to make sense to you to treat your illness, your disease, as a gift of the body trying to protect itself. The 75 trillion cells never ever make a mistake. And everything you do is for love of who you are. Anyway, that's my video. Boom, boom, boom. It's almost 7 o'clock. I gotta leave here. Mission accomplished. Bye.